And no, I don't blame my ex for my depression because it was lingering. I'd just be mad that she triggered this darkness into my life, you know what I'm saying, with some of her actions. But breakups don't give me depression, you know what I mean? They just trigger my depression. And it was like at the time, you know, you gotta read between the lines, but I was getting to the bag, I was outside, and 10 years ago, or a little bit before that, I had a pretty good buzz going musically. So it's like outside, I'm respected by music people and, in certain other circles. But then when I'm at home, I'm not getting that same respect or love or any of that. And that kind of shit fuck with you. And then I wasn't getting where I wanted to get to all the way. So I was just under pressure. First of all, I want to say thank you to the people who showed support for the videos I made about depression. Also, I got a call from a relative. They had concerns. I could see how that could happen. Like, no, right now, I'm cool. I ain't suicidal. I don't want to hurt myself or nothing. Just was kind of triggered from a new breakup that caused me to be reflective, and I figured why not catch an actual depressive episode while it's going on? Like, what's more authentic than that? So yeah, I'm not trying to do anything to myself, and I wanted to clarify the timeline. That first situation where I really blacked out was 10 years ago. It ended 10 years ago. It took a good eight for me to fully get over it. But that's been over. I'm not obsessed with my ex. I'm not hiding in her bushes or nothing. It's not anything that just takes over my whole day. It's just, a whisper in the background every once in a while or whatever. Um, and yeah, so the origin of my depression pretty much would be childhood shit, life in general, hereditary, possibly, and just my ups and downs with the music industry. Like I've been up next for 25 years. You know what I'm saying? I've done a lot in this game, and just had a lot of ups and downs. And sometimes that can, you know, exacerbate some issues. So, and how I got diagnosed. So, like I said, that relationship ended 10 years ago. Um, Even before then, I was just having bad stomach problems. Like, I was depressed before the breakup or before I left, and all the situations was going on. So, I was having stomach issues bad. And throughout this whole time after 2015, like I had left, went to New York for a minute, stayed up there. I was in the dumps up there, came back to Atlanta, and she posted a picture on Facebook of her about to have a baby shower with her baby father. But see, I didn't know she was pregnant throughout that time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I found out she was pregnant. We had light communication throughout that summer. Never mentioned she was pregnant. I get back down here around Thanksgiving, and she posts that picture, and that's how I found out that she was pregnant and at her baby shower, 5 months pregnant. So yeah, so then time went on, and I thought I would feel better. Like you, like shit. I had a breakup. I'll feel better eventually. I ain't feel better. Stomach still messed up. Sleeping, oversleeping, overeating, not eating, weight gain, weight loss, panic attacks, all kind of shit. So eventually, at the end of 2019, I got to a point where I was just basically catatonic, and I knew I had to do something. So I went to the health services. I got diagnosed. They said I had major depressive disorder along with like the possibility of a psychotic break and psychotic delusions. I ain't never seen nothing. I ain't never heard nothing. So, I'm good on that. Um, so even though I could try to escape the thoughts, which wasn't working, you can't really escape your health it's affecting your body. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of things going on, stressful things. And then after I got diagnosed, soon after COVID-19 happened. So I couldn't really go to therapy. And it was hard to organize that stuff. And I actually ended up moving to California doing some music stuff. I wasn't fully back in the game, but I was dabbling. And I just needed a change of scenery. So I would say I didn't start back doing music until about 2022, really. So for 7 years, I had quit. So if you're wondering why is this old ass nigga on my timeline rapping, it's because I gotta make up for lost time. You know what I mean? And it's cool. I really only been back online for a couple of years, so I feel like a new artist basically. Even though I'm old as shit, I'm a new artist who only been in the game for like 3 years now, because the whole game has changed. You know what I'm saying? And but even after I was diagnosed, eventually in 2020, was it 2022 or 2023, it got really bad again, really bad, and I needed to get therapy, and I went and I got therapy. And yeah, I forgot to mention, even though I did say this in the prior video, yeah, they gave me medication when I went and got diagnosed. And that made me feel better. Like I said, it made those intrusive thoughts go away. I felt much better. I wasn't fully, healed, but I was better. So then when you get to the therapy definitely helped me. But healing yourself is expensive. So even though I might go back to therapy, um, I'm all right for right now. Like, I'm dealing with life. Life is life. And also, that video was like a quadruple, triple, quadruple entendre. I could catch depression in its, form. I could get a closer relationship with the people who support me by showing, other sides of myself. And I can explain where this new project is coming from, because it just came from me listening to old music I had made throughout this journey, like some when I was just dibbling and dabbling and not really in the game, but I made them. And so I got all these breakup songs that I had nothing to do with necessarily. Then I got songs where I had got back into myself and just start barring. So the project is kind of that journey from the depression to from the breakup and my own issues to, getting back to doing what I do. And also I made the video because I wanted to be an asshole. So I'm out.